you love them instantly.
This is how good we are with technology. Pat starts on no audio. Matt changes his background. What does that say about your skin complexion that you just faded
Yeah,
out?
I don't know what that situation was. Why did only my shirt stay?
I don't know. Usually that background thing works.
Where did you go to change your background?
In the video, like where it says stop video.
You don't know this, dummy?
Oh, here we go.
I want to see if your face goes away.
My only option is none.
You don't have an option?
It just says none.
I
I
had
think I need to update my computer because it said my computer didn't meet the requirements.
Oh, really?
Even though, like, it's odd because Mike is already the same color skin as his background.
That's what I was wondering.
He just fades away.
Yeah, my laptop is clearly the least quality out of all of us here.
Your laptop is struggling. I'll be honest.
It is struggling. I had to buy it refurbished because I can't afford anything else.
Am I next to you on your screen?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think we must.
Like, you guys are top and bottom on mine, so you we're both going in opposite directions.
Oh, really? Top on mine, Matt's bottom. Matt's bottom.
Always. Pat's here on mine. Steve, you're here. Mike, you're there.
Yeah, I'm top right. Matt's top left. Mike's bottom left. Pat's bottom right.
Mine's opposite you.
Either way, I'm recording, so I think that fake kiss we did will work.
Yeah, it will.
Because it was on my screen. If it was Pat's screen, it would be different, I think. I don't know, man.
I don't know who I tried to get.
We currently recording?
Yeah, I started recording once you turned into a Blue Man group because I thought that was funny.
Nice. Yeah.
That was some tough ASMR. I just cracked this can right in the microphone. You guys will hate this, but Leinenkugel has seltzers, so I got a Leinenkugel seltzer.
Dude.
No, Axe shirts, Leinenkugels.
Get the beer.
Why does Leinenkugel need a seltzer? They already made
they call it a spritzer. It's a beer with a splash of seltzer, which is,
that's
so
not a beer candy.
They just took one shandy and poured it into another. Here it is.
For sure. They just clean like one of the vats between switching flavors, and they're just like, all right. Leinenkugel's a great place.
It was Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. I had a great time.
I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
We've been there.
Man.
A bunch of old ladies gave us their drink cards because it was like 8:30 in the morning, and they were like, we can't. They give you a little card at the end of the tour for one free beer, and they just piled me and Steva.
Yeah, we had a bunch. We had the little, like, I thought the little, like, glasses they gave us, too.
Yeah. It was cool. We didn't do anything else in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin.
You got a road trip. They're dope. Let's do it.
Did you get your feathers for that?
The tree behind me?
The
feathers. I was like, is that some weird Washington Redskins reference?
Chippewa.
Okay. Chippewa Falls. I'm back. Yeah, I'm sure that was on stolen land. Now they got a real they have a real problem on their hands at this point. What's up, dudes? You hit record and everybody gets weird all of a sudden?
Yeah, we could be hanging out in person. Hey.
I got a new chair just for that purpose because that one I brought over is giant and heavy and not great. So I got like a normal just click it out, easy to carry.
Yeah,
one that's not going to collapse.
You don't want to be carrying all that way to over here, or over there, or over there.
Yeah. One that's like that.
I know. I want one of those. You fold it back up and it gets like this big.
Yeah. No, just share.
The Jason Momoa style.
That's the exact gif I was thinking.
What are you doing for the 4th?
Nothing.
Good.
Working.
think we're doing like a backyard thing at Ann's house.
How's Tom and Meg?
They're good. I think they're gonna be there tomorrow. Like all like
Well, how's Tom? Let's be real.
all good.
I asked it and I was like, let me hold all these jokes on the recording, though they'll never see this ever.
Is this the dad episode?
Our kid will know the deal.
All good. I forget December or something. I think December. That baby pops out. I
Good
assume
month.
for Matthew.
There's like no good months. We're like, for like the quarantine vibe, where I'm like, I guess it's good that we'll have a baby in the summer. We don't have to like put him in like a giant snowsuit to get him home. But like, I'd rather have the baby now, just because I can travel later. I go to the hospital in my basketball shorts and not like.
Yeah. It sucks it would suck having the baby in the winter.
Why?
Maybe not the first one. Like it would have sucked having Maeve in the winter because we would have been stuck. I don't know. You know what I
We're
mean?
stuck
Like,
anyway.
well, now we are.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like now.
Last March we were free.
We waited too long.
Waited too long.
So,
with-
are you one and done?
I think we went 2. 2 was always like a reasonable. 3 seems like a fool's game, you know?
I know all about that.
That's like a class. It's like a not original joke, but truly like once you're playing like not man defense, they outnumber you. Seems like a real problem.
Yeah, especially when your last one's an asshole. So, yeah.
I'm quarantined, so I can't teach him about God.
Oh, yeah. He's like,
I think I'd done
kind of, maybe not. I don't know.
He'll maybe remember that one time we hung out and he cried 88% of the time.
Dude, whatever.
Came around.
Yeah, Nathan's the only one that I've watched, and I don't think he like ever had a hysterics day. Molly, colicky Molly, that was scary.
Terrible. Nathan, he was cool. He was very easygoing.
I said to Eva, like every first boy baby we know was like a super cool baby. So we're really holding out we're not the exception to that rule.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack was fine.
Yeah, I think we try for a girl, and if you do the boy-girl thing, you're like, cool, did it. But if we had 2 boys, we'd be in a real conundrum, because like, I'd love a daughter, but I don't think enough for a third attempt, because then if you end up 3 boys, like, wow, boy howdy.
When
Seems like a problem.
After we had Nathan, and then we were pregnant with, or she was pregnant with Molly, she was like, if we have a girl and we have a boy girl, she's like, I'm good. We can stop. And then thinking about it, she's like, I want a third. I was like, all right, that's your last one, but that's it.
Yeah, and you put the... But yeah, if we had a second one and it was a girl, I would like look at the doctor and be like, tie it up. When you're in there, just tie them up.
Do something.
Get yours done too, and make sure they give you the drugs, because the drugs are worth it.
I'll share them with you.
Back to get it reversed just for the drugs. Drugs are great. 2 drugs.
Hey, man.
I think we can call it there.
In 20, 30, or
do drugs.
40.
Yeah.
2 drugs, they're the best.
Give this to him right before college. Just this one episode.
Yeah, this is the one to watch. He's going to skip right to this one. So Eva's 35 weeks on Sunday. So we're like in the drop zone. I think Erica went twice at 36.
So wait, so if she starts going right now, you're obviously taking the computer and filming everything.
That'd be
Yeah.
a lot of fun for me.
We're going to pod the whole way.
Yes. And by the way, speaking of that, how's that wasp nest doing, Matt?
Still there. One wasp.
Speaking of podcasts.
Just knock it down. My God.
I'm getting there.
No, just like knock it down. Kill it. Hit
Oh.
it with your flip-flop. It's
Tonight
one.
we're hitting with flip-flops. Last night, I'm an idiot for not spraying it.
Well, just spray it. Do something. My God.
I got the spray.
I'm going to trash it.
I have spray.
I was super excited that you were going to do that. And it was like a big wasp nest. And I'm thinking, oh, man.
Oh, is that why you got mad last night? No. It's a
He's going to screw up so bad. I was hoping so bad that it was a big, giant wasp
It's
nest.
going to grab like a
Trying
football.
to get in a trash bag and you fall off a ladder, something. I was hoping. And then you send us the picture. It's like, what the hell are you texting
I
us?
think it's literally one wasp. I don't even think he fits.
Exactly. Kill it.
Yeah,
Take
step on it.
Go out there right now with your flip flop or your shoe and bang the shit out of it.
It's raining.
That's all you gotta do, and then it's dead. And then no more wasp nest. You don't have to worry about organic. I'm gonna treat you right.
So far, the wasp has been pretty nice. He hasn't really been a problem.
Yeah, until he's a problem.
Bring it if he's not a problem. Bring him inside.
Yeah, bring him inside. Hey,
You guys want to meet him?
with us. And then invite his friends over. See how easy going he is. He won't like you guys.
I'm gonna see how it plays out. The wasp nest.
Yeah. Do you all have a spotted lanternfly like problem?
I did last year. I haven't seen any this year.
We've seen a few around here. We've killed the ones we could kill.
I've seen only babies this year. Like,
Yeah.
And
the
that's
like-
where we've seen babies.
Like last year, I saw no babies.
Babies.
This year, it's all the little tiny black ones.
Yeah, they were laying them last year. Our like whatever this is, complex is like riddled with them. Every day we go for a walk, I kill 10.
You know what you should buy? You should buy one of those bug assault guns, and you just fill your gun with salt and just shoot the hell out of them.
Uncle
know, that
Roman
would
has
be
like
pretty
several
fun.
of those.
Yeah. You know what else looks pretty
Like bug assaults or like assault rifles.
All, both, all of the above.
The tennis rackets that are electrified. Doug's got one of those, and it was a lot of fun because I was just swinging it through one of the gnat clouds, and it was like, like just they're all just falling. That's a lot of fun.
Borrow that and hit the wasp nest with it.
Don't think for 1 second I didn't think about it. That was Amazon one.
If you thought about it, you'd have it on right now.
I came up with a lot of plans to get that little golf ball sized wasp nest.
Can you freeze it? Like spray it with something? I would just like insta freeze it and just flick it off.
Like nitrogen?
Yeah, you have that.
From work.
Yeah, give me some nitrogen. I'll freeze it.
You could do anything to that. Like you could spray bleach on it. Like you could literally anything you have, we'll get rid of that. Water. Just how poisonous do
I
be?
brought up a hose last
You
night.
could blow on it and it would just go away.
I thought about drowning it. I did think about drowning
I mean, spray it with your hose.
If you bite it, there should be honey in there.
Yeah.
it. Like,
Get
honey.
Put it in your tea.
That'll be the best of both worlds. It'll drown the wasp. It'll give me my tea, my honey tea.
I'm just saying.
Damn, I'm happy. I'm happy I came on tonight.
Did it.
many
So
ideas.
poor transitions, just like Pat's. Speaking of wasps, at 35 weeks, what's gonna happen?
You started this. You jumped into the wasp thing.
Well, because I there was still some unfinished shit about it. I was not happy with your text last night.
I didn't know why you were upset, but now I know.
Because you were so silly.
There's so little.
Just kill the fucking thing.
So everything you say really upsetting Pat. That didn't really.
Everything. It's like, oh, let's go organic and like treat it nicely. It's like it's a bee. It's gonna
Wasp
snip
nest I
out you.
want to treat nicely.
Huh?
I don't want to treat the wasp nest
What
nicely.
you doing?
I want to treat the area nicely.
The area, dude, it's
Goes
going to
away.
snow all night and it's not going to matter. That area is going to be clean by tomorrow.
We'll see. We'll see.
You spray the
Just
poison.
spray it with water so that you keep
Exactly.
the area clean.
Can you
I'll bring
come up
over a
with
power
more-
washer. Use that.
Kill the
I
goddamn.
want you to
You
kill
got
it.
a power washer. Kill the goddamn thing.
It didn't work.
Yo, all right. So 35
It's
weeks.
a
Go ahead.
effective
I'm
Power
done.
washer.
I'm done.
I'll publish this as the Beekeepers podcast.
It
Ooh.
has been upgraded. Did you upgrade it? Now includes unlimited minutes.
Ah.
Pat's audio just stops working again.
I didn't consider that I've never done it with more than 2 participants because usually it runs out, but whatever. It seems like it's not going to run out, so that's
Last
Zoom's
time we
problem.
did it together.
I think I did that in WebEx,
Oh,
not
yeah.
Zoom.
WebEx?
My sincere hope is that somehow Pat accidentally clicks onto that Earth background and can't turn it off.
Is that what you did earlier?
Yeah, I knew how to turn it off. Yeah.
Oh, fucking guy.
Like a Blue Man Group. So 35 weeks.
Right. All right. Let's start.
You've got a combined 7 births. Walk me through what happens. Right now, Eva's asleep. When it's time for the baby to come, what am I in for? What are the warning signs?
If it's anything like Erica, you guys will both be either just going to bed or just fell asleep. And she'll rocket out of bed, run to the bathroom, and then open the door real slow and be like, "My water broke." Both times.
Depends. If you're like Jack, they just won't show up. The baby will never come. They'll go to the hospital and they'll be like, we gotta get that out of there. And then he'll just show up really quickly. And if you're like Maeve, we were like out or something, and she was like, ugh. And then in like 10 minutes she went, ooh. And then we took Jack to my mom's, and then just slowly all day, it got to like 6 minutes. We went to the hospital. Dr. Williams, shout out if she ever watches this. She was like, yeah, you can stay. We'll probably just break your water for you. And that was that. It's pretty boring, actually, I think.
Well, yeah.
Also,
Anything. I mean, I was bored. I was like, popcorn at least for the show.
So Erica's waters broke at home.
Yeah, and now I'm confusing, but at least one, if not both the times, she wasn't really even in labor at all. The water just broke, and then
Really?
they induced her because obviously it's not safe to have a baby in there without any fluid, but she wasn't actually like in labor. It just her body is just not meant to carry a baby past like 36.
Elisa's never broke on its own.
Oh, really?
Neither is Jen's.
When I was taking the temperatures or whatever overnight, one night I was there and some guy came in the lobby and he pulled his car up front and he was like, hey, my wife just gave birth in the car. And I'll be damned. She sure did. So careful with that.
I've taken like fun calls like that in cars, but
That poor guy had me run out the door. I was like, congrats.
You just look. It's a boy.
like, yeah, you're right. That's,
Oh my God.
Let me go get someone.
You guys need surgery? Or?
Damn, that's like not helpful.
Be sure, like,
It'll probably be pretty boring.
yeah, be sure to do yourself a favor and just like look on the floor when everything's done. It's good for everyone.
Yeah, it's
Good
gonna be a mess.
Yeah, it certainly is.
It's honestly usually pretty slow, though, I think. It's
So
like,
Jen's water has never broken at home either?
No.
it's actually like you watch like TV and stuff, and that's what always happens. Like my water broke. It actually, I mean, I can't believe it happened twice for this guy, but like
2 out of
actually-
7.
it actually doesn't happen all that often that it just like spontaneously breaks and you get you're rushing. Usually it's like, oh, I have contractions 10 minutes apart. You go to the hospital. They're like, you can just go home. You go home, and then you wait. And it's like, are they 6 minutes apart? It's like, they're 7. It's like, all right.
That's when you lie. Yeah, they're 6 minutes apart. All right, come on in.
And, you're like, should I call out of work? Or like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, okay.
I think with Nathan, it was like 28 hours of labor, and then
It was because we showed up at 3 a.m. the first night, and then we went home,
Oh yeah.
and then we came back.
And then with Molly, we went in, and then she wasn't coming, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, she's right there. And then Owen was like, what happened with him? Jen had a lot of issues with him. We had to like get an ambulance to the hospital. It was interesting. Then she was in the hospital for like a week.
Yeah.
Then telling her it was like, oh, it's probably just third trimester baby, not like, oh, you know what this feels like after having 2 other babies and all that, and yeah, and then there was issues. So
Owen was like super early, right?
he was a month early. Yeah, he was supposed to be on August 21st, and he came on July 21st. Same thing with Molly. Molly was supposed to be December 13th, John Jordan's birthday.
And my dad.
She ended up coming November 25th, and then Nathan was a week late, which is why he's on your stupid ass birthday.
Actually, I was a week late too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
I was a month early.
I knew it.
No one's both.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be on St. Patty's Day. I don't know if that's just what my parents say, but that's why they named me Pat. So
That's funny. See, kid, everybody's got a stupid reason for their name.
Not any dumber than mine. My reason is because it's my dad's name.
I floated to Eva today. I was like, what if we did Bane for the middle name? I was like, just as a goof.
You should always use your kids as just a small joke.
This is the ultimate way to slip in like a really big, really small joke.
Yeah.
Ava,
I think it,
Brianna
if you-
Muller, Haldis.
I feel like I just want you to name your kid like, whatever, Matthew Q Howdis, and just never, ever tell us what the Q stands for. Just refuse.
I really floated to name him Avit J, like Jay. But it'd be like Avit J, and it'd be like, Jay what?
As
Like,
Homer Simpson.
there you go.
Yeah.
I feel like they
Homer-
reveal what that J stands for eventually. Oh, it's Jay, right? Yeah.
Yeah. He said, from this day on, I'll no longer be known as Homer J. Simpson. I'll be known as, he pulls the thing, Homer J. Simpson.
That was so funny.
Yeah, so that's not helpful with the birth thing. I'm like, fuck, what do I...
Yeah,
It's all contractions.
You're not going to predict much of that. Most likely.
Yeah. If I assume it's the same procedure too, like if you're a week late, so you're going to the same exact place with the same exact doctor as us. Like if you're a week late, they'll probably bring you in to induce you.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like that's how. Yeah, I mean, Jack and Maeve were both a week late, but
Yeah,
maybe the day before we had to get induced.
We had a C-section date scheduled for Emma in case she went too long, and it was really weird having like her birthday scheduled. It didn't end up working out like that, but it just felt weird.
That's like a weird thought. Like, future kid watching this, like, I don't know your birthday now. You know? Like, that feels like, it's like a dumb, obvious, but weird. I probably won't know it in 20 years either. But
I'm never gonna know it.
Well, for whatever reason, I struggle with Molly's birthday. Nathan and Owen's, I know to heart, and I'm pretty good with Molly's now, but not perfect.
I have a hard time with years.
What?
I really do. The years. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Say it again?
I'm so bad with dates, I probably couldn't even guess the years of when your children were born. I probably don't know.
Oh, years? Years. Yeah, oh, my God. I always... They're like, what year? I'm like, oh, let's see.
I think we were talking to Pat and Jen.
A while now, so let me think.
I think we were talking to Pat and Jen. We were talking about, like, Grayson's birthday.
Upstairs.
Hey, dude.
What's up, buddy?
What are you doing? You're supposed to be in bed. Why aren't you in bed?
Hi, Jack. Who's on your pajamas? Is that the Easter Bunny?
Who's on your pajamas?
Who is that? Santa?
Does he give you presents?
Is that Santa?
Does he go, ho, ho, ho?
Who is that?
That's Santa.
Hey, Jack, you take your night poop yet?
I don't know.
He's like a giant poop.
Apple bee. That's my apple bee. Apple bee.
Applebee?
My man loves Applebee's.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, buddy. You gotta go upstairs to mom. Say bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey, buddy.
Say
By the
goodnight.
way, it was a lot more fun having
Night,
you.
old buddy. Night, old buddy. Night, old buddy. Night, old buddy.
Good night, Jack.
Hey, buddy.
All right, love you.
How
Go
close do
upstairs.
they make your room?
Upstairs.
Damn, this is live parenting. This is how you learn.
What do you do when your kids don't listen?
All right.
Upstairs, buddy.
So, for real, today,
Upstairs. Filming an important podcast.
Matt gets nervous like he's on with the CEOs at his company.
These are important people.
today I was such
You're
a
ruining this video.
checked out. They were just, I mean, I was home with Jen today, and I was just like, I hate them. I hate them all. I'm gonna kill them all. Like, they're not listening. They're not doing anything, and I was just done. And all day they just like picked at me and just did everything, and I was like, nope, I'm a terrible parent today. I'm just mad. I'm just grumpy. That's what I was today.
So we've all contemplated selling our kids on the black market.
Oh yeah, but like I feel like such a shithole, like shithead dad.
You are, for
obviously
sure.
you're gonna feel that way if. But it was just like, oh my god, every freaking thing they do, it's like just pissing you off, and it's just like, oh my god, I just stop doing what I say to stop doing. Just don't do it. Just fucking don't do it.
That's your fault though, because you have too many kids.
Dude,
Yeah.
I know. Don't have to remind me. But my God, yeah, today was just one of those where it's like, you know, fuck you kids. I feel like a shitty dad, but fuck you. You know, just one of those days, and yeah.
Your kids are at a tough age because they know that they don't have to listen to you. You know what I mean? Like that they've proven that you won't kill them. You know what I mean? Like they'll push you. Like,
Yo, they don't know that yet. They think they know it, but they don't know that yet.
you haven't yet. So at least it'll be a surprise.
So, you know, if they're ballsy, they'll keep pushing. And they are.
That's funny. When are you two having a third?
Mike?
Did I entice
Both of
you?
you.
Oh, us two, like me and Mike. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
fucking tell me. Dude, just put Jack to bed and then come back.
Walk away for 1 second. I'd come back to like shitty dad time.
It was an easy transition because we went, wow, Matt's a shitty dad. And then the combo just really went.
Yeah, it just really ran from there.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll someday we'll probably have 3.
Have sex again?
Someday. I don't. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, if you ever have sex again. Yeah, I understand how that
I'll
works.
call
Yeah.
you. I'll call you if we do.
Call me during.
I'll call you before, during, and after.
It's like a 3-way or a 4-way call. So,
We'll just add another box on the Zoom.
yeah. I mean, let's make it as weird as possible. I mean, that's what we really want to do.
I'm in.
Weird.
Are you gonna have a third?
I don't know.
Be careful. Erica might watch this.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I don't know.
You want that boy.
So Erica wants a third,
Yeah.
and Mike just wants some sleep.
Yo, if you want that third, get it now. Get it now.
Maybe I'll be in a different like mind space later, but now I'm like closing in on my 2 years of grad school and working plus an internship, and I want to like move and do other things and like two we have now are at cool ages that I'm having a lot of fun with. So I'm just happy now, or busy. But we'll see what we'll see how it feels later on.
It's strange planning this. I feel like I didn't realize when I was like, kid or whatever, how much planning goes into like having kids.
Yeah, like when do I want to set off the
Just thought they
bomb?
should.
It's bonkers how much you don't get when you're like 20. You're like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like the time when Pat was having kids is the time like, I get it. And I'm like, oh, I don't get it. When you had a kid, I was like, oh, this is so different. This is not the same level of problems.
I remember like pretty soon after Nathan was born. Remember there was like 8 of us that watched Nathan when Pat and Jen went out on like their first date night or something at your parents' house, like in the Northeast. Do you remember this? And like, it was, I don't know, like 8 of us couldn't do it. However,
oh, there. At Pat's parents?
I was there, Elise, you were there.
Yeah, Eva was there.
Yeah, there was a ton of us. You got him to sleep finally, but like, it was rough. And it was a lot of us.
I remember like me or Eva went to like put him on a bed.
To be honest.
What?
Probably too many, to be honest.
Wait, a lot of people.
We like went to put him on a bed, and there were like hangers on the bed, and I like put his baby head on the hangers, and I was like, oh fuck.
I think that was Elise. I think he rolled off of Elise and landed on the hanger and started crying.
I didn't know who did it, so I was going to take the heat.
That's good of you. I'll just blame it on Elise.
I remember that pretty vividly because we were in that old weird computer room where Pat remember we found Pat smoking cigars in there once?
It was Black Miles.
For like no reason.
Hurricanes. Yes.
I remember in there because I played a song that I still like, and it was just like kind of like dancing with Nathan. It was a good memory.
I got him to sleep.
That's my buddy.
But yeah, what a nightmare that was. I remember thinking like, Pat's gonna do this.
All right, of the 4 of us, power rankings. Who's the best dad? Who's your 1 to 4?
I'm gonna say like all of us because we're just not dickheads. It just is what it is. It's tough, but
it's a relatively simple formula. I feel bad because so Eva sees a therapist, and like we constantly like Eva has anxiety, and is like working through.
Oh, can she get me weed?
Maybe. I'll put you in touch.
You got a guy?
I feel like you need to. I don't know. I don't know if your therapist is a doctor. I don't know if that.
She's got anxiety, so you're there.
Text Lauren Kummer. I feel like can prescribe you weed.
All right. Well,
I'm pretty sure I could really easily
for
get
a
it.
long time. Hey, can you get me weed? That's why I need a weed guy.
We know some people. I'm sure we could.
I could almost guarantee my little brother.
I'm sure Lauren didn't register in the thing specifically, so people like.
I'm gonna text Cody and Corey now and ask who their weed guy is.
You're down here for me.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
make
do this
it clear for everyone.
For you.
You're recording. Matt's just pointing off frame.
Yeah. That's Steve. That's Mike.
This way.
Yeah, Cody and Corey will probably be able to get it for you, but before they give it to you, you have to tell them apart.
Dude, I'm just gonna guess and hope I guess the best.
50-50.
One of them has a freckle on his ear.
Who?
I don't know which one.
It's Corey. I know that.
Mike told me I could tell them apart because the one of them had a freckle on his ear, and I remember thinking, like, what? There's no way.
It was really easy when they were really young because Corey had that huge like birthmark right in the middle of his forehead. Like, literally stamped.
Mike, forward them the Zoom link and tell them they can drop in. That'd be funny.
Yeah, I need a weed guy, so tell them that.
Tell them to drop in.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So we were in the therapy thing, and like we were talking about just like Eva's like super nervous. People are always like mad at her or whatever, or judging her. And her therapist was like, why do you think that is? And I was like, I kind of laughed, and I was like, I mean, her dad sucks. Like he's not around. Like that's. I don't want to oversimplify, but like that's. But sometimes it's that simple. You just gotta like be there. You know what I mean? Be there, put in the work,
Yeah.
tucking in the blankets.
Yeah. Yeah. So 35 weeks. What were you saying?
All right, go ahead, Matt.
So we're getting ready to go to the hospital. So she's gonna have contractions. That's the indicator. They're 6 minutes apart. We go.
Probably have.
What do I need in my go bag?
Close.
Nothing. I brought nothing. I brought my phone and a charger.
Yeah.
I know that's a lie because I
Bring
was
a
with
bed.
you when you bought sweatpants for the hospital.
Bring like a bed.
Oh, did I buy?
Like
You
cot.
didn't bring me sweatpants for the hospital? Oh, yeah. No, I'm not counting my. I wore clothes. I wore sweatpants and my shirt, but I didn't change once the whole time. You know, why would you? You're in the room. You're sleeping on a couch. Like, I don't know if this happened to you when Jack was born. I legitimately lost weight. Like, we were there for like 2 days or whatever, and I don't know if I wasn't eating. I don't know what happened. Anyone else? No one? No one else? No? All right.
I might have actually,
Wasn't
like the
weight
one time in my life I
actively,
gained weight.
so
I love the
I
hospital
can't
cafeteria.
tell you otherwise.
What?
I wasn't weighing myself actively, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I must have been weighing myself actively. I know for a fact I lost weight. I don't know what I did.
I didn't give a fuck. I was having a baby.
Matt's worried about his figure from Jack's.
But do I look good?
So we're at the hospital. We're
That
in labor.
widow's peak is looking really good on you, Matt.
What is?
The widow's peak.
I've always had it.
I know it's looking really good on you now, though.
I've been trying to hide it.
It is looking strong.
You can't hide it. It's there.
I've been growing.
There.
This is my issue.
How's the dent in your head?
Still there. Good. Misshapen head.
Surprised Pat doesn't have a dent from smashing bottles over your head.
Pat, every time I hit you really hard over the head with a Yingling bottle.
Yeah, you and
wrong type of bottle
are
to
the
use.
only two that have done it. Am I right with that? And
Mike Granite might have.
I was gonna say I thought Mike Granite cracked you.
well, Imp did it, and I felt my head blow up, and it was like, oh fuck, but I can't back out. And then Mike Granite, I think, was it Mike Granite or was it you, Mike, that just broke it
Yeah.
over my head?
I don't know if Mike did, but I know I did. And we took
Alright, well,
you to a shower.
You did it after Imp. Am I right with that?
If what?
Am I right with you used the bottle after Imp did that
Yes.
night where it broke over my head and
Yeah.
I was gushing blood?
Yeah.
Yeah. How didn't I go to the hospital?
I literally waited in line to hit you over the head.
I don't
What?
think anyone could take you to the hospital.
But I remember Mike took one picture and it looked bad. And it was like, it was cool, but it was like, yeah, I probably should have went to the hospital.
I remember
My
some
head still
concerned
hurts when I
people
push
said we
on
should
that
call
button.
911, and then everyone else was like, no.
Wait, for real? It still hurts when you push on that spot?
Yeah, dude. I think if you actually looked, I got like a little something there. Yeah, dude. Dude, when I got
That's like
home,
14 years ago.
14. Yeah, I
How
guess
old are you?
14 years ago. That's about 19. Yeah, so that's about right.
It was sophomore year. We were 19.
Was that a New Year's Eve, or was that a different time?
I
It was
don't.
different.
Different.
It was different.
I remember I was wearing. I had a hoodie on, and I was wearing it for dinner with at my house, and my mom was like, "Take that off." I was like, "No,"
You had a
because
scar on your head.
I had blood and a scar. Yeah. Next time my hair's really short, even though it's really short right now. Next time, I'll show you guys.
It wasn't New Year's because it was in my height, and we wouldn't have been able to get in my height.
No,
on New
dude,
Year's.
it was not
at
at
the
your
height.
height. It was at
No, it was in the height. It was
Yeah.
out back at the height.
wasn't. No,
Yes, it was because we were
At least
throwing the
one of them.
bottle
one time.
brick wall.
the time that I hit Pat was definitely in a driveway at the house.
The house, right, Mike?
Yeah.
But I think the time you're
Matt.
There's
Matt,
just so many times.
no,
Mike
there's
ran and hit
two.
you over the head at the height.
Yeah,
That's what I remember.
that
I
was
don't-
the one,
I
but
don't know.
that wasn't the one
Smashed
we're
him.
talking about, Matt.
Yeah, I don't remember
We
Mike
were
Grant.
at the
So
house.
that
What
makes
was the
sense.
Well,
house
I
we
remember-
partied at?
What?
What was the house we partied at? Because that's the one.
It was Bobby Lynn's
Mike,
house.
That's the
Shout
one
out.
where I got my head cracked open
Yeah.
from the
I
bottom.
remember that night too because Inf knew how to smash Yingling bottles over his head so that they would shatter, and then you walked up to do it, and he went to do it to you, and I just remember, bong.
And that's when Mike finished the job, and that's when I started gushing blood.
Like Inf had smashed like 6 bottles over his head, totally fine, and then you walked up. Bong.
My head went to a knot, and I was like, that hurts.
Yeah, but everything's fine now.
That's when I
Clearly, no lasting damage.
Except when I press it.
You can work your computer fine. There's no issues.
Bella comes on screen.
Yeah. Bella.
What
Steve
kind
right
of fella
down.
is that?
It's Bella's butt.
Excellent.
Yeah. So now that Pat's gone, let's talk baby. I honestly didn't bring anything to the hospital. I had no bag, no nothing.
A phone charger and snacks.
I just
They'll
got
give you a toothbrush. They give you a toothbrush.
okay.
Oh, you know what? Bring a shirt that you don't care about and wear it. 'Cause I remember when I was at Abington when they. I guess they didn't do it with them. I don't know why. But for Kylie, when they first took her out, they like put her feet in like a little like where they get like her fingerprints and
Out of
handprints.
the ink.
Yeah. They got her feet and like dipped it in ink, and then they put her feet and like pressed it against my back, so it was like an imprint on my shirt. And then I like had the shirt like folded up somewhere. Technically, I could turn it and stuff, but like
So pissed off.
they acted like that was a thing that a lot of people do. But like I guess like the shirt I wore when she was born has her feet imprints on it. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I still have it.
Yeah, I like that.
I hate it.
Don't touch my shirt.
That's like a debate even I have because I'm
the
not.
Texas in Texas.
Well, don't wear that. That's why I said wear a shirt you don't care about, because you're going to be the dad that says no.
Yeah.
You want your
By
shirt.
the way, for everyone watching, all me, I know that Phoenix isn't in Texas, but I know you have a Texas Urban Access shirt. That's why I referenced that.
It's true.
Thank you.
Fact
I'll see you
check.
guys later.
Phoenix, Texas, it's all just COVID now. Yeah, I'm like we joke about that because I'm not like, oh, we saved like the umbilical cord. Like, yo, unless I can get them stem cells and heal myself, you know, the old umbilical cord smoothie, like maybe, but like, oh, babies first, whatever. I'm like,
Are you going to eat the placenta?
I'll
You
eat
should.
whatever. If it's not an onion, I'll eat it.
You should eat the placenta.
It's good for you.
Save
drive
it,
it.
and we'll all eat it at the Hanukkah party.
You
Yeah,
know,
we'll
We'll
share
do
it.
hot ones. We'll do hot ones with your placenta.
Freeze it like a birthday cake, and we'll eat it on his first birthday.
On the birthday.
Yeah.
how much placenta do you get? Because we got to split up. I want to brew a beer with it.
We'll eat it on this date in 1 year, the anniversary of this podcast.
We'll have a placenta pod.
Placenta pod.
We all together. And the body of Avit, and we'll.
Yeah, you're gonna have to cut the cord. Dr. Williams she doesn't mess around.
Should I bring an axe?
Bring an axe. You should definitely pull an axe out
Yes.
at that
Can you cut this?
moment. Yeah. And I was doing it was like,
I thought it was gonna really freak me out, but like, it didn't. I think I had so much adrenaline that I just like, yeah, I'll cut some shit. Did it?
yeah, what else do you want me to cut?
Yeah, well, you need to cut to cut you.
Yeah. Thus far, like I thought, like the baby in the belly moving would freak me out, but it's just kind of like cool. It's like, oh, he
Yeah.
moved. He's like in there. Okay, we're good.
feeling it didn't
Yeah.
freak me out, but it was always weird to me when like you like saw it move. Like there's like an elbow
Yeah.
coming across the stomach. That freaked me out a little
It's weird, but it's not as gross as I thought it was. Like when I would see it other people happen, I was like,
bit.
when her belly's like lopsided because he's like clearly here, and I'm like, that's cool. At least I know where he's at.
That's
Is
what's weird
that-
when you can like clearly tell what body part it is. Like, oh, that's
Yeah.
definitely a foot. That's
Yeah.
that's weird.
None
Yeah, I
of
don't know
that
if we're there yet.
bothered me at all. Like watching other people's, like, I just didn't care.
That's not even what we're talking
Didn't
about.
care, but what?
That's not even what we're talking about.
What are you talking about? That's exactly what you're talking about.
All right, you caught us.
Yeah. Did you bros cry? I cried. I cried twice.
uh,
Be
Kylie,
honest.
Kylie, yes. Emma, no.
Here it goes. All right.
Another one.
Me and Jen have so many issues, and we don't have really hardly any issues. But when we do, it's because I don't show emotion, like ever.
I typically
He
don't.
gets upset
either.
by me.
I enjoy this. This is nice.
I mean, for Kylie, it was really emotionally intense because it was like, I guess like a normal labor, like you would picture it, and like, it was just like trying to calm Erica down and like wait
It
for
was the
baby to
first
come, and it was just intense. But then with Emma, we had a C-section, so like I was behind the curtain, and I didn't want to look because I don't want to like pass out. So it was kind of like the baby came, but I was kind of removed from it, like we weren't
Yeah.
really paying attention, and like Erica was kind of like laying there, not like physically struggling like she was, but it was just weird.
Not already celebrating. We'll air the podcast after the birth to make it.
That's a really big flame. Stop doing that.
Yeah, that was like
It looks big. It's not. Right?
she said.
Do it again. Jesus.
None of you really internet super hard like I do. Have you seen the meme that's like a dude in like New York, I think?
Sure.
The dude in New York is like eating a
Where?
hot dog and his like friend goes, "Hey, yo," and like because it's phallic and he's like and then he like spits out the hot dog and throws it because his friends are making fun of him. That's what Pat reminded me of.
You have to bring the banana to you. Do not go to the banana. That's what Vin Latier told you.
Yeah, this has been not helpful as far as what to expect during pregnancy. You just saddle up and go for the ride.
Yep.
Live in a shitty hotel hospital for a couple days.
You
Essentially,
don't matter. You don't matter.
yeah,
You're
like,
barely.
you have a pretty easy
You
part.
don't count. They can find someone to do what you do. I had to hold Elise's leg for Jack, and the other leg was held by a nursing student named Summer. There's probably 2 Summers there. They don't need me.
I think I held a leg for a little bit.
I talked to Summer the whole time. It was like, so where do you go to school? What do you want to do when you get? I'm a nurse. What do you want to do when you get out? Well, time Elise is like 1, 2.
That's actually one thing that like I was expecting a lot more of because of movies and shows. Just a lot more screaming and a lot more like for a long period of time. Like labor was weird because it was just like it was a whole thing, and I was just expecting a lot of just screaming and pushing for like hours and just hours, and that was not the case. It was just like, yeah, this is labor, and then all of a sudden it starts getting intense and more intense. And that's when you get a little bit of that, but not like the whole entire time you're up there.
For us with Jack, we went to get induced, and they induce you at like 6 p.m. and then at 6 a.m. they check you to see what's going on. Like you sleep all night. So they did the induction or whatever at 6 p.m. and then it started to hurt Elise. Unbeknownst, so the monitor to see if she was going contractions was not on correctly. So what had actually happened was she just happened to go into labor like at the same time as she was induced. but they didn't know that, so they thought she was just having like pain from the induction. So they gave her morphine and Benadryl. I don't know if you know this about Elise, but she's sometimes a bit of a lightweight. So she was like hammered. She was like dunzo. And so they kept having to wake her up to check her, and she would sleep through everything. And then they woke her up at like 6 a.m. to start pushing. She was totally dilated. And like Elise, like for Jack, it was perfect because she was like, and it'd be like, all right, wake up and push. And she'd be like, 1, 2, 3, push. And then she'd, and I talked to Summer and be like, all right, wake up. She'd, 1, 2.
Essentially, like, pregnancy, like, doesn't really hurt. It's just made up, essentially. Right? I mean, that's what I'm getting from you. It's just kind of smooth sailing. They can sleep through it, essentially.
Yeah.
But then with
it the whole time. That's definitely a rule.
with Maeve, it was like it seemed like it hurt. It seemed way worse.
We'll just pay attention to Jack. Because that seems like it works for us a lot better. So,
and I was trying to do the thing, like trying to make jokes, like, do you want me to ask them for morphine and Benadryl and stuff like that? Don't make jokes. No jokes. Jokes don't help.
You gotta leave the jokes at home.
They do, because the third one, they just sneeze and it comes out. That's a true story.
That's what I've heard. Everybody I know with 3 kids says that.
Yeah. Dude, they just have to cough twice.
Twice. Cough twice, try to sneeze. Third baby.
Yeah. I'll be like, have you tried falling asleep? Because I heard that if you just nod off, it'll happen.
Well, Steve, make sure she falls asleep, but also bring pepper.
For sneezing.
That will help.
Sneezing.
Yeah, just throw pepper at her face.
Yeah.
She's in trouble.
Yeah.
All right, so we good here?
Well, son, that's why your middle name is Pepper.
You know what else you should bring? You should bring a smoke bomb, so that when the baby comes out, you just throw it down, and then it's like, boom, baby.
Or disappear with the baby. Throw a smoke bomb. And it's just Eva by
These are all good ideas.
Smoke bomb, axe through the umbilical cord, sticks in the wall, and I have the baby over here.
Done.
Dr. Williams just
We'll come up through the sewer lid. We got you.
yeah.
Gerald style.
All of a sudden, there's like the Foot Clan. You're just all in the room. Like, you hold the baby, smoke bomb, gone. Room's clear. I have like an irrational, like sitcom fear that like the baby comes out and they misplace it. And now I've got some baby that's not my baby.
That ain't gonna happen.
As soon as his little arm or little leg comes out, it's like bracelet. You have a bracelet. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like compare it with yours before they even take the baby out.
And it happened, sure, but
Will
likely
it happen? Definitely.
no, the likelihood of it happening is like
Do all 3 of my kids look the same?
for you to worry about it is not worth your time.
If it happens, though, then you still have a 50-50 shot at a girl.
Mm. All right.
That was not helpful.
The four screen thing sucks.
Well, why don't you go over Matt's house and then we'll have 3 screens?
No, any screen sucks.
I thought about how to do this in your backyard, but there was no great way.
I didn't quite pick up on the whole we're doing this virtual. Like,
Yeah, it's tricky because you got to read the text to get that. Usually.
yeah, I'm hit or miss. Someone says they're going to kill a beehive with their bare hands, and it's like, well, this is interesting.
I'm going to write a biography about you, and it's going to be called I'm Hit or Miss. My life with Pat King.
That made Eva laugh because I was like, I showed her the text where I was like, said it was virtual, and Pat just said, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, he doesn't always read the text. Sometimes there's too many." All right, so you're useless with the hospital experience. Baby gets home. What do I need to know?
Useless. I feel like you want a fun answer.
Yeah, you figure it out as you go. I mean,
Boring.
fuck, you don't have a choice.
Bring the baby.
Oh, you mean you are useless because that's right. Can
Yeah.
you edit that thing I said?
I actually meant that the three of you are useless.
Oh,
But I was looking for like here's something I didn't
I
know
was
that's
right.
important.
Don't edit.
But you know what? Like, I'll give you credit. I thought like the water breaking thing was more common, so that is helpful.
no, yeah. But if it does break, it's like when Mike said it. Now it's like a thing. Like you
You're
gotta
like, go. It's time.
get going. Don't have the baby in the car.
Oh yeah, bring a towel in the car.
There you go. Pro tip. That's what I'm looking for. Pro tips. You've been here before.
Actually, you know what you should do? You should buy an old car right now. That's your car to go to the hospital because you don't want your new car to get dirty.
Use
Eva's
Matt's
car is the shit car. We'll just
Don't
take
even
that.
don't even put pegs on your bike. Just ride it
I'll take the
Put
exercise
front-
bike off.
off.
Metal wheels. I'll roll them.
Pegs on the front, then pegs on the back, so the baby can ride home too.
Somebody let me borrow one of your little like red wagons, and I'll put her in that, and I'll just pedal it.
Just
She'll be chilling in the back.
Our red wagon is filled with toys or tools right now.
Tools for Mike.
Yeah, give me some free tools.
Dude, I just bought a set of rigid tools. So yeah, you're gonna get my drills and my.
here we go.
I had
That's
two
what
batteries
the
for
dad
it.
podcast.
Dying, so yeah, here you go.
The second I have to use them, I'm calling you to have you come over and teach me how to do whatever I'm doing.
Tell you about my tools.
Dude, I was so excited when I bought them. I was
Best day yet.
it's the little things in life.
It's the weird stuff you never think will get you. Like you have a house, you're like, yo, having these tools is like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We finally painted the deck that you fixed for us like a year and a half ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
When are you selling?
Hopefully when I'm done school. So, like,
That's in August, right?
Where are you moving?
yeah, everything really slows down in August, so hopefully we can like make some moves then.
Yeah. So, what do we come to? Buy an old car, line it with towels.
final car towels. So we have the car seat.
Yeah.
Baby comes home in that.
Yeah.
We're home now with a baby. What do I need to know?
Is
Keep it
she
alive.
breastfeed?
She's gonna try.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the easiest part because it's just a lot of eat, sleep, poop.
Yeah.
scenario.
You have the
can't
Bobby
tell
pillow? You just throw that Bobby pillow around you, put it in your arm, boom, TV on.
Well, you know what was good for us? Don't get up at the same time with the baby overnight. You should definitely switch. Because then you're both going to get really tired and irritated. And you're going to start yelling at each other every time the baby wakes up.
Yeah,
Like, if
especially
you alternate,
the
you'll both.
one that's feeding the baby. It's like, I'm sorry, I'll let you sleep during the day when
Yeah.
he's awake.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll take a week or two, and then she'll start to like pump, and we'll have extra, and can do some bottle feeding. And
Well, you got to pump too. You got to help her. You got to,
You should always be pumping.
that.
I feel bad. Not right now. I feel like a piece of shit because Elise was like a real champ about that. And at night she would just get up and feed him. I think she thought it was almost easier. Like, it's right here. I got it. And he's like next. They're next to you for the first couple of months. So like, and I was still not for the first like week, but I was going to work. So she would just get up, feed him, put him down. She did with Maeve too.
moms have way more work.
Like it almost like when you're pumping, like, or when you're breastfeeding, like it's in her, ready to go.
Yeah,
Like, I could wake up, go downstairs, pour it in the thing, heat it up, do the whole deal. And I think she was a real champ. I'll give her that. Was that outside my house or was that on the thing? That weird noise.
I heard it.
Oh boy.
Like that.
I hope you guys watch me get murdered.
That'd be some shit. We got evidence.
Lots.
They break in, shut the laptop, and then it's like, well,
I'm sure he's fine.
The
The
show
giant
must go
wasp gonna
on.
come in with the hose and spray you.
But yeah, I mean that whole deal. I mean I feel like the early months are pretty. You just put them in a thing and they sit for a while.
Yeah, they're kind of easy early on, and then when they
Yeah.
start moving, they're kind of like.
Yeah,
Well,
they're-
I shouldn't say they're easy early on. Like if they're not like crying all the time, they're easy.
yeah,
They're
When
They're
they
really
cry,
freak you out.
they're hungry or they poop.
yeah. You'll be sleepy, but it's not a lot of like interaction necessarily.
Yeah,
You
but
don't, like you know.
Just do the routine.
Yeah,
it's a routine. Yep.
you have to establish that.
Yeah, and
That's kind of the hard part.
if she's breastfeeding, it's like, hey, listen, you're gonna get up with them the whole time because that's the deal, and then be like, you can sleep during the day when I'm around, just so you can get some sleep and feel some normalcy.
Yeah, that's like a good try to sleep during the day. They sleep all the time when they
They
first come out, like constant sleeping. Just I would try and sleep when they sleep. Are you a good napper? I don't remember. You're an all right napper. You got some naps in.
Who cares about you? You got one coming. I just see a mouse.
Go get it.
Face it.
This guy spent 25 minutes berating me about a wasp nest, and he won't
Go
get
get a towel and a trash can.
The wasp nest is right there. You gotta just fucking kill it.
You can see the mouse.
Yeah, do you know how fast mice are?
How fast are mouses?
Mouses are super fast. Not to mention, all right. Jen doesn't know this. So I wasn't gonna tell her.
You're on a recorded podcast.
Well,
She definitely doesn't watch.
Not this far into it anyway.
True.
we plan on it. We have great intentions, but shit
We
happens.
churn out a lot of these. I don't expect anybody to watch. This is like,
But-
I
But
watch most of them.
so I was in my garage the other day. I got my tool bench ready. I set it up. I did a fucking great job on it. I got everything. And then all of a sudden I see a fucking mouse run down the side of the wall and up the wall, like behind the drywall and up the wall. And I was like, you son of a bitch. So like it's going into the attic of the garage. So I need to set out traps and kill all these motherfuckers. I gotta kill them
yuck.
because we had mice at our old house, and that was not fun.
We get mice here from time to time. I kill them.
Yeah, when
No.
the inspection had it showed like mouse
Yeah.
droppings or whatever.
Get the tomcat, the little white ones. I don't like seeing them. Sue me. They walk in there. It
I
says
don't.
caught. You look in there. You see their little tail. You throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
I used the poison one time when Tom lived here, and Tom texted me, and he said he saw a mouse. It was dead. He threw his phone at it because it freaked him out, but it was already dead. So I started telling everyone at work that my brother-in-law threw a phone, hit a mouse, and killed it. And everyone was really impressed with that. And Tom kept trying to tell me that I needed to correct the story. But then he sent me a Snapchat of him picking up the dead mouse and playing that song from church. And he will raise you up. And so that was the only time I killed a mouse with the poison. I don't really like the poison. I don't know where
Nice.
they're putting it.
Why don't you like the poison?
I don't. It gets on their feet and they walk it around. I don't know where they put it.
They
I
put
don't
it in
know.
their home.
Yeah, their home might be like Jack's pillow. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if Jack dies, I mean, he probably should have a better immune system.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I tell him every day.
Nothing to build up his
Build
immune.
it up.
Don't let it be your fault.
Yeah. Develop antibodies against mouse poison.
This is offensive to my kid who's gonna have no antibodies.
Hold on. This is something that's good for Steve because he doesn't know. Matt, did you put just a little bit of mouse poison into their breast milk? Because you need to do that. You need to just so that they
Let me
build it up.
let me write this
And then when
down.
you do have
Write that down.
mouses coming around your houses, you you want them to just be fine to where you don't have to worry about it.
It's all about immunity. My kid watches this at like 13. He finds these, eats mouse poison on some bullshit advice.
Right. Well,
You're gonna hand your kid
if
these
your
at
kid's gonna
13.
eat
Your kid's
mouse
gonna
poison,
go.
tell him to nibble it because you're obviously not going to give him it in his breast milk. Tell him to nibble it and just build up immunity to it.
You just put a little on my finger and let him.
Yeah, he'll be knocked out for like 2 days.
Desperate times. Well, I'll be honest with you, fellas. This has been really riveting parenting advice.
Also, 35 weeks.
Not a pro tip in sight. They first get home.
You
Watch TV. That's what I got.
The big takeaway from this should be kind of, it's a little, you're useless. You're useless. You got nothing.
I do think like
you got kids that don't work. That's what you got.
Yeah.
a lot of times I do think about it and think, with all offense, if you fucking morons did it, I'll be fine.
Barely, but yeah, we did it.
That's the benefit of going last. Like I know we can do this.
Yeah, and combined, we've kept 7 kids alive so far.
So far. At least 7.
Yeah. And we haven't even started building their immunities with mouse poison yet. So it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
What's my good closing dad question?
Wait. So, all right, hold on. Before you close with the dad question, if you close with the dad question, are like we done?
I'm just gonna stop recording this fucking thing because it's off the rails.
All right, get on with
More
your
nonsense.
get on with your question.
Wait,
I don't know that I have one.
Can you think of it while I go get a beer and pee?
Grow up. Before
Hold on,
stop
okay.
recording.
Question, dude. Matt, shut up. Go with your final question. Matt, hold on. Matt, get your head away from you. Your head is just
Close?
fucking in my face. Like, go back.
My back hurts because I'm a dad.
This is our Matt podcast.
I'm a dad too. My back's not hurting, and I'm not shoving my fucking widow's peak forehead in your face. So, oh my god, that is awful. That is god awful.
That just reminded me of forgetting Sarah Marshall when he says it's like her camera isn't working right, and she's like, "Go down, up a little bit, up a little bit."
That's what you got there.
Oh, I see what you're doing. That's gross.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Put your hairline in the camera, Pat.
No, because I have respect for my friend.
What's the last dad question?
That has a
All right.
forehead that just goes into the night sky.
I'll give you all one closing. Dad in general.
One each?
One each. What do I need to know? About to be a dad. You know my abilities with kids. Is there anything I need to know as we're 5 weeks or less from this becoming real?
No?
Solid answer.
I, to be honest with you, you're not a jackass. You're smart. Like you're not. You're gonna keep your kids alive, and that's it. Like you're fine. You're ready. You don't need anything.
Everyone be quiet for 1 second.
Bella's snoring. It's Bella.
Bella's right next to me.
I hear.
But you're fine. When shit gets real, like when you guys aren't sleeping and like you guys hate each other, like fucking just take a break and walk it off a little bit, I guess. But you're gonna make it past everything. So it is what it is.
I would like to tag on past that. I would say, especially like for you and Eva, like I know you both like to plan, and instead of I would just stop like looking at next steps and just like enjoy the moment. Like because once the baby's there, because every stage goes like really quick. So I would just really enjoy what's going on and not really look forward or plan ahead too much.
My turn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's your
Tag
turn.
on to what Mike said, and to distance myself from everything Pat said. Yeah, you're very type A. I feel like you should be ready to be relatively useless in this scenario. Like it's going to be a lot on. It's going to be all on. Not all. It's going to be a lot on Eva. And like I feel like this all went to nonsense because we're all like it's not. You know what I mean. I love you. You're a planner, like Mike said.
Yeah.
You're a planner. You're getting ready, and then it's all just going to be.
The baby's gonna plan everything once he's here. He's gonna dictate pretty much.
Do what you can do, but
Your little human.
you really gotta just kind of see how he is.
It'll be what it'll be.
And get ready for all the. I mean, I told you before, like. I feel like the one thing that we didn't talk about, we keep saying like, oh, he just sits there and blah, blah. But there is a whole lot more shit that suddenly came up that I had. Like, I'm like washing bottles. I'm like caring about my outlets. I don't know. Stuff like.
You mean like safety shit?
I just mean like, so I went from like sleeping till 1 p.m. literally to like the next day. Not doing that ever again in my entire life.
Yeah, it's a big lifestyle change for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know how you two felt.
I like going to bed at 10 and waking up at 6.
I just feel like I don't know how you guys felt. Oh man, I lost it. 35 weeks. Mouse poison.
All the stuff you had to do.
Yeah, I was so ready.
I said it to Eva too because it's like Eva always goes, "But I'm raising the baby." I'm like, I get that. It's like, but there's a piece that's like, but factor in, I'm gonna now do everything else, everything that gets carried in, put together, fixed. Yeah. Like everything else becomes my problem.
Were you going with like new responsibilities? Where it kind of felt like you were headed. No.
Give me a minute.
Anyway, Steve, just keep doing it how you do shit. I mean, you're gonna be fine. There's gonna be no issues. There's gonna be issues, but just normal issues with kids. You're gonna be fine. I got no doubt in you as a father or as anything. You're just going to be fine. Just don't be an asshole. That's all. You're an asshole. That's when you fail.
There is one thing I'm pissed about, though. You were like the first one in the hospital for both Pally and Emma, and now I can't. And like ever since Emma, I've been saying to Erica, like, I'm going to be the first motherfucker that shows up at that goddamn hospital because he was there for both girls. And now because of COVID, I can't do anything.
You
I'm
can.
very upset.
Just say, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm the father.
You should do? You should say, you should say, I'm Steve Aldis.
You got to shave a bald spot. They'll be like, let me check it. Like,
I'm just going to put on a hat and an axe shirt.
That'll pass.
Yeah, it will. I'm walking with a hatchet.
For your own sake, use it as an excuse, and I'll expect to look out a window and see the three of you in separate cars drinking beers out of the trunk.
Oh, yeah.
I'll salute you from afar.
Show us baby out the window like Michael Jackson did that one time.
Wait, what hospital? Abington?
Einstein, Montgomery, where Matt had his kids.
Oh, okay. If it was Abington, we could have just, had margaritas at El Senor. El Senor? Is that what it's called?
No, but we're not. No one's going to tell you what it's actually called. You're close.
I know I'm close. I know. That's what's killing me.
All right, this was a fucking mess. Future kid, you're the best. I'll really give you one last. What do you want to say to this future kid? You each get one sign off. Matt, don't fuck it up. Then I'll stop recording.
I'm still trying to remember what I said the last time.
That was your
I
thing.
was
You're
trying
done,
to
Matt.
say.
Matt, you're canceled. That was it. You did it.
That's all. That's all I wanted to say.
See, kid, nobody gives a fuck about you. All right, I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna stop this shit show.
Hey, kid, don't be an asshole.
See, solid advice. Pat always bringing the solid advice.
I want to say Uncle Pat's not always like this.
Yes, kid.
Kid, you know that's not true.
We tried to get him to not name you Avid.
Nobody tried. Everybody encouraged.
We all like it.
Yeah, it's a good name. Matt.
All right, we good?
I don't know. You good, kid? Is he good?
You good, buddy?
Hope you enjoyed it.
We should have thought of the
Hey,
nickname
when are you showing him this?
Never.
when he's 50.
When are you showing him this?
I think watching all the episodes except for Pat's, I think a good time. This is just me personally. Listening to what listening to what was listening to what was talked about.
This is me personally.
This is just me personally. This is just me and Pat's opinion. I think that someday when your son is having a kid, likely with my son, that's when we should show. I feel like this is. I feel like a lot of this is good for like. This is how I felt when I was having my kid. You.
Smart.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's what I think.
I like it.
That's where I think it went. Like I think it. I feel. I don't know what your when you started this. What the intention was, but I feel like you talked a lot about like, you know how you feel. Like it wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He won't because of you just said nothing, but I do know what you mean.
You know, he knows. He knows.
Steve, for as much as I hate you for doing all of this,
Having a kid or posting it?
I'm not one for talking on camera or doing any of this. It's kind of cool that, like, you know, you have it filmed for later on, and you know, you can see shit and see how we were and whatever. I mean,
See how we were. We're definitely not like this now.
dude, I'm talking to Steve. I just, you know,
We should do a time capsule one of these for future us.
I hate this, but it's cool.
I just want everybody to keep interrupting Pat. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's part of that. It's time capsule. I like that idea of like especially if and when he's having kids, like, hey, here's what it was like for us. That's a good probably time. I'm sure, like, you know, like as a teenager, he'd be like, he would get it, but he wouldn't appreciate it in the same kind of way as you would when you're like an adult. So I think that's probably a good.
I know that.
Hold it off until he's like having a baby.
But can we get together and watch these every 5 years until he has a baby? Because I think I want to do this sometime.
Damn, we got a beauty queen.
Hi, Eva.
Eva.
Not wearing a bra.
Neither am I.
Subconscious about.
I'm not either. It's okay.
Hi guys.
Hey,
He's got everybody's full attention. Sorry,
Over the camera part when Jen was working on it.
Yeah, I like that idea. All right, I'm gonna stop recording this train wreck so Matt can go pee,
Thank you.
and then Pat can say all the stuff that'll get him canceled otherwise.